Welcome on the supertalkshow.com, the place where you can find extraordinary and famous people. My name is Carruthers, and today would like to say hello to Paul Carruthers, the winner of the Mr. Gay World Competition, edition 2024. Hi there, Paul, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. What a good introduction, thank you.
Good to see you. So at the beginning, I'd like to kindly ask you, what's like to be the most beautiful, handsome, and sexiest gay in the world, in the gay world community?
Well, that is not the case. I think
Yes.
I think Mr. Gay World is slightly different to a traditional pageant. So thankfully, looks, body shape, doesn't come into it. I mean, look, I think people always like to look at a handsome guy, but what they're looking for in the competition is somebody who can be an advocate and a spokesperson for the community. So that was a very complimentary, but it's not the reason why I won. It was sort of my skills and what I can do with the title to try and make some improvements to the community.
Where did the idea to participate in a beauty gay casting for gays come from?
So, well, again, it wasn't necessarily a beauty competition, but I was already Mr. Gay Great Britain. I'd won that the previous
Mhm.
year. And during that year, the producers of Mr. Gay Great Britain asked if I wanted to represent our country for Mr. Gay World.
Uh-huh.
And I said, yeah, why not? Let's go for it. I'm all about trying new challenges. And I wanted to push myself even further. And it was really exciting to hear that Great Britain would host the competition for the first time in the 16 years that Mr. Gay World has ran for. So yeah, I thought, why not? Let's go for it.
Great. Have you always known you were gay?
I I don't know. I think looking back to early childhood, there was signs there, and certainly family members said they always knew. I think for me, I grew up in the 80s and it was a difficult time. And look, I know it wasn't as difficult as decades
Mhm,
previous. It was not the time to be your true, authentic self. So I
mhm.
desperately tried to be straight and had lots of girlfriends during my teenage years, and really wanted to be straight. But I think around the age of puberty, I kind of knew I was fancying boys. I had crushes on classmates. There was a hot teacher. Yeah, I think I knew, but just pushed it to the back of my head.
Do other men sometimes treat you in something, let's say, sexist manner as an object of desire?
Um, I mean, my DMs get quite fruity on social media. Lots of things slide into those DMs, but it doesn't bother me. But no, I don't think so. I think when I go out and about, people know who I am. They know what I represent. So I mean, yeah, look, some guys might fancy me, but it's a compliment. I just take it as a compliment.
You're a nurse every day, that's true.
Yes, I am. Yeah.
And this is quite difficult job. By the way, my ex-fiance was nurse, so I know what kind of job is it. So it requires a lot of empathy, sacrifice sometimes, yeah. And how do you find yourself in this role actually every day?
So I've been a nurse for over 20 years. I'm a children's nurse, so most of my career has been spent looking after sick children. But the last 10 years, I've worked in transgender healthcare, mostly with teenagers and adolescents. And I was actually the lead nurse for England for nearly a decade. I've since moved in out of the National Health Service into private healthcare, but still working with transgender youth, but also transgender adults. And it's a really difficult time for that community at the moment. It's
Hmm.
also difficult to work in
Hmm.
this field. There's a lot of pressure. So yeah, I need to make sure that I have some downtime and switch off. It can take a lot out of you, and you need to make sure you still look after yourself and you've got part of you to give to your own loved ones.
What values guide you in your daily life?
What matters to me in my daily life?
Yeah.
Um, I think my children are probably my number one. I have two sons through adoption. So I think they're the most important thing in my life. And I should probably say my husband. But yeah, my family, sort of internal system that grounds me during my crazy life as a nurse in transgender healthcare, being Mr. Gay World. The reality is I've got two kids to look after, and a husband to try and keep happy. So yeah, they're the things that keep me grounded every day.
That's fantastic, actually. I would like to always have a husband and ch children in the future. So cross fingers also for my family life in the future.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
really amazing. I love it. And what is your biggest dream in your life?
Oh, lots of dreams. Look, I want to travel and do more with my life, but I think I lost my mum to
Mhm.
cancer during COVID, which was a really difficult time. And she was only 56. And it's taught me just to make the most of life every day. So I don't want to have dreams in 10, 20, 30 years. I want to action them now, which is why I entered Mr. Gay Great Britain and then Mr. Gay World.
Mhm.
Really, if I can accomplish being a good enough dad to get my children to adulthood
Mhm.
and for them to contribute to society and be happy, well-functioning adults, then that probably is the most realistic dream that I've got. And of course, world peace.
It's beautiful. Paul, what do you love the most about being gay?
I love being gay. I hated the fact that I might have been gay when I was a teenager. As I said earlier, I desperately
Mhm.
didn't want to be gay, but I love being gay. I love our culture. I love the sense of belonging that we have. And I think we do have our own particular culture. You know,
Mhm.
we look out for each other, and there's certain things that the
Right.
heterosexual community just don't get. But I'm lucky I live in a country very different to Poland and other countries
Mhm.
around the world that I can be my authentic self. So I think I'm lucky that I've got that living in this country, and there's lots of work to do in other countries so gay guys can be as happy as what I am in being gay.
Right. So the question from the so-called riffle right now,
Mhm.
to make it a little bit more relaxed,
Yeah.
um, your favorite color, Paul?
I think it's a bit boring, but I think blue, but sky blue, a really nice light blue.
Huh?
That's what most of my wardrobe consists of, or white and cream.
Nice. Your favorite movie and actor?
Well, my favorite actor is in my favorite movie. So, do you know the Alien movies?
Mhm.
I'm a real sci-fi nerd and I love Aliens, even the really bad Alien 3. And Sigourney Weaver is my favorite actress. There's something about a really powerful leading role going to a woman that I think is amazing. So yeah, good old Sigourney Weaver.
And do you have your favorite song, your favorite singer?
I love pop music, you know. So I like Lady Gaga and Chappell Roan, but I'm a real
Very gay.
yeah, yeah, but a real gay, and even
We
more gay
all
is
love Lady Gaga.
exactly. But even more gay is the Spice Girls for me. You know, the 90s when I was a teenager in the 90s and
Mhm.
the Spice Girls were just amazing and I still love them and all five of them as solo artists. I was a diehard fan. All the posters on my wall, I made my own scrapbooks of them. Oh yeah, I was a crazy fan. Yeah.
Great. What's your favorite country in the world, if you can choose the one?
Oh, I've lucky to have traveled a lot. Um, I really enjoyed Thailand. I went back there twice, but I would probably say outside of England, my favorite country would be Ireland. And that's because my husband is Irish. Um,
Oh,
yeah, and I visit Ireland quite a lot. and it's just great over there. People are so friendly, and yeah. So probably Ireland.
That's lovely. And your favorite dish is?
My favorite dish is a pizza.
Oh, quite Italian now.
Yeah. I love a pizza. Nice red wine. That's a dream meal for me.
Lovely. And I can imagine that being an involved parent, it's quite, how to say, um, it can be very tiring sometimes, but probably you have some hobby and time for it from sometimes to sometimes.
Yeah. So my hobbies are I like going to the gym and I like working out. It makes me feel good. But I really like road cycling. So I get my Lycra on and get out on my bike on a weekend. And that's a hobby that really makes me chill out, definitely.
And the last question is, what's your favorite activity during the day? If it's not cycling or some gym.
Probably my favorite activity is probably just watching TV, trash TV, Selling Sunset, Big Brother, all those real trash TV programs that you don't really need any brain power. That's what I like to do.
We all need it from sometimes to sometimes, believe me.
Exactly.
Thank you so much. Okay, well, we did it, Paul. Absolutely, it was fantastic interview. It was great pleasure to meet you.
And you.
And what I can say, I would like to wish you a wonderful career, not only in the medical way, but also in media, modeling, and gay industry, if I can say that. And I would like to say all fulfillment of your dreams, because dreams needs to come true.
Oh, thank you. And to you. I hope your dreams come true. That husband and those children are out there waiting for you, definitely.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Thanks, Paul. It was a great pleasure to see you. Thank you so much. Wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Paul Carruthers was guest today, and see you soon. Thank you so much.
Bye.